Now in this video, I'm going to show you one way that you can outperform 90% of people right now at this moment in time. Now what I want you to do is you need to first increase your focus. Now, when you increase your focus, you need to study for 1 hour per day. And if you study for 1 hour per day, this means that you can outperform 90% of people, build the business you want, and also increase your income as well. Now, the first area that you want to do to increase this focus is delete all social medias from your phone, unless you are someone who is creating, building, and has a business that you're promoting on social media. If you do not have a business and you're on social media, you are not going to be able to really focus and develop and really grow how you want to grow. Get off social media, delete social media if you're not creating. If you're just someone that's consuming, then you need to get off social media and start building the life that you want. These phones are made and the social medias are made and created to be highly addictive, and willpower alone will not cut it. Now, delete social media from your phone. If you cannot delete social media, and let's say you have a business that you need to promote and you are creating content, then I would recommend to get an app blocker to help you reduce hours spent when it comes to scrolling. And the one that I've been using for the past year is Opal, and I'll put it in the description below. Now, when it comes to your phone, delete the apps that you do not need on your phone. For example, I use WhatsApp a lot for my clients with the Men Insider coaching program, the Leader 365, and we help men lose 5 to 10 kg, smash new running PBs, and get in the best shape of their life while building strong routines, habits, and their mindset as well. Now, I realized that using WhatsApp on my phone was highly distractive, and it means that I wasn't able to give the conversations my best focus. And about a year ago, I deleted it from my phone and I just use WhatsApp on my laptop. Now, this is completely game changing. It's saved me a lot of time, energy, and focus, and helped me do less scrolling through the last year. I've been able to really develop my focus and put into other areas as well. So delete the apps that you don't need, and know that these apps are made to be highly addictive and they're ruining your focus. And you cannot really build the life that you want if your focus is not there. So outperform 90% of people by deleting social media. Now, the second one, man, is add friction, right? But don't go cold turkey, because I know how difficult that can be. So this is why it's important to reduce it slightly, or put the phone blockers on if you can, or have days and times where you do go on your phone and you maybe allow yourself to do some scrolling, okay? This will help you really build the habit to make it more consistent, and to just put better measures in place, because we do live in a world where we do need to use our phone for a business and things like that. So going cold turkey might not be the best way, but having a setup where, or that works for your current lifestyle is ideal. So set up the standard, follow the routine, and know what it is that you have to do. Now, dopamine, right? When we are constantly seeking for it, okay, it destroys our focus. How many times have you tried to read a book or start a big business idea or start something creative? You check your phone and your focus is wiped shut. Now, it takes around about 15 to 20 minutes for us and our brain to get into a flow state. Now, if you're studying, for example, for 1 hour, right, and you're 10 minutes in, your phone goes off, that notification, you pick up your phone, you immediately lose that flow state. So your memory has decreased, your focus has decreased for the remainder of that study session. So make sure when you're studying or you're at a task and you're doing it at hand, that you're really giving that task the energy that it requires and deserves. Because if you're constantly checking your phone when you're reading, studying, or creating big ideas and really taking action on tasks, then your focus is not going to be the best. Anyone can study and check their phone for that whole hour, right? But how many men and people can study for a whole hour without any distractions and really unlock deeper knowledge, okay? So know the advantage of doing this, reducing your distractions completely and cutting off that phone. If you have to put your phone in a different room when you get up in the morning and study, just go and do it. It's up to you to set the standards, and your focus in life and income really does depend on it. Now, technical fixes just aren't enough, okay? You need to do the inner work. Now, we can look at the symptoms, right, all day long, like checking your phone and things like that and constantly being distracted, but we need to look at the cause. Now, the cause is that you could be running away from a main problem here. Maybe you have anxiety, maybe you have doubt, maybe you feel fear on a regular basis, and you're using the phone to cover up and mask what's truly going on. So you need to do the inner work as a man and as men in general to really know what it is that you're about, and finding out the bad habits that no longer serve you and why you're taking action on them in the first place. Now, when I was growing up, I was heavily involved in taking drugs, alcohol, and things like that for years and years and years. I get quite badly involved in it. And the reason I was drinking all the time, going to the shop during the week, or in the pubs, drinking at home and things like that, a lot throughout the week for years and years, was because I was trying to mask my anxiety, my pain that I was going through, and I didn't want to avoid what was truly going on. Now, the vice of going out and having a drink all the time, and the vice of picking up your phone and scrolling, they're the same vice. It's just a different output that's happening there and a different lane that you're going down, but they're both giving you the same feedback and the same thing, and that is pain relief. That is dopamine. That is a quick buzz, a quick hit, and it's taking you away initially from your problems. But what happens when that's gone is you're forced with reality, and reality hasn't changed. You can keep numbing yourself and scrolling on your phone and really distracting yourself, but the problems are still going to be there. So make sure you address the cause, you do the inner work, and you know how important that is. Now, man, the last thing is, if you are studying for 1 hour per day, right, you're going to be in the top 1% of men. In fact, you're going to be in the top 1% of people. And if you're doing this consistently for the next 6 months, for the next year, right, you can build a fantastic life. You will outperform everyone. And here's the thing, AI is huge in the world right now. So that means that focus is going to decrease even more. So if you are a man that can really dedicate to this and study his craft, then we have no clue or idea what your business can look like in the next 5 years. This game of life is to be committed to. And your development and personal development is so important. And outperforming people, 90% of people, just by studying 1 hour a day, thank you very much. I'll take that up because that's easy work. Now, get up in the morning if you have time, study, read, learn what is about your craft. If you don't know what you need to study, then you decide what it is that you want to build and go after in life. If you're not too sure right now, get out some books on mindset, get out some books on the subconscious mind, get some books out on how to develop your discipline and things like that until you find what it is that you need to build. But make sure you understand the knowledge that I'm saying here, and that focus needs to be developed, because if you are going through your days and weeks and months and years and you're not studying any craft, any skill, trying to upskill your knowledge, then you are behind the times. And if you're not constantly advancing and you're trying to learn, then you're going to be losing, and you already are losing, I guarantee it. So outperform 90% of people and become a top 1% man, and study 1 hour per day and reclaim and build up that focus, and stop acting like a kid and letting the world distract you from what you truly need to do.